welcome back to Gurdeva e-learning class. My dear students, as you know already, we were discussing about the fourth lesson, that is places around us, right? So in the previous class already we learned about the some places and their importance, right? So how the places are helping us, what are the uses we are going to get by that place that we have learnt in the previous class, right? In the previous class we discussed about the historical places, right? So today also we will continue the same concept, that is historical places. Okay, so my dear students, what is history? History in the sense a story or tale of what has happened or may have happened in the past is called history. History, it means already the events, actions are happened. Okay, already they happened. That is called the history. For example, you can take yesterday, what are the actions, what are the work you done already, those are known as history. Okay, so today you are going to listening the class, right? This is present. Tomorrow what we are doing, we don't know, that is future. Yesterday is history, today is present, tomorrow is future, my dear. Okay, so the stories, what are the stories we are reading, what are the tale, it means nataka, story we are telling na, so those are known as a history. Okay, so in the history we are going to learn many things, like history is a living record of the nature, leaders and wars. Okay, so you want to read the history books, it means then you are going to understand who are the kings ruled, what are the rules they taken in the ruling time, what are the acts are came, how they saw the peoples, how they keep their peoples, like that, what are the wars already done and did by the kings, that we are going to learn in the history subject, my dear. Okay, so historical places are containing temples, museums, monuments, forts, botanical garden and zoo. Okay, so these are the things, or as these are the buildings are known as a historical places. Because of this, all the monuments or buildings are done by the years ago. Okay, done by the so many years ago. So that's why these are known as a historical places. Okay, so now we will learn about all these buildings one by one. Okay, are you ready? First, we are going to learn about the temples. See, my dear students, in our neighborhood or as in our surroundings, we are seeing the so many different type of different attractive, beautiful temples. Okay, for example, you can take the Kottareshwara temple. In Ujjaini we go means there Marudeshwara temple is there. In our neighborhood there is a Ambli Kalleshwara temple, Kuruvatti Basvanna temple is there. In Nilgunda we go means there Bhimeshwara temple is there. So all these temples are built by our ancestors. Ancestors in the sense Purvajaru. Okay. So many years ago, all these temples are built. Okay, and all these temples are tells the story. Who built this temple? When they built it? Isn't it like that? And who are the kings are ruled on that time? About them we are going to learn. Isn't it? Oh, temples also telling the stories about the person, about the king, about the peoples. Okay, and my dear, so what are the temples name? I told you, all those you can observe. They have their own structure. Okay, just we have to observe the gopras, it means then we are going to understand. And fully the temple we observe means also, then we are going to understand all the temples are have their own structure. Okay, so Kale Vastu Shilpa anteli kariತೀವಿ. About that you are going to learn in the higher classes. Understand? structure of the temples are different. The designs on the wall is also different. So all the temples have their own structure, and all also tells the history of the particular person or a particular god. Okay, so even if you visited the Hampi, it means also you are going to understand what are the temples, what are the buildings are there in the Hampi, all those built by the stones, right? So now I give the examples of the temples, right? So those also built by the stone, my dear. So they didn't use the bricks, they didn't use the cement, they didn't use the even concrete, but also they stand strongly, they stand, and they are attracting the peoples by their spiritual thing. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರನ್ನ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? So this is the examples of the temples, my dear. You want to understand about that, it means you have to visit the different temples. Okay, next, my dear, museums. So museums, have you visited the museum, my dear? Some of you visited, some of you not visit. Okay, no problem. See, okay, museum ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಸ್ತು ಸಂಗ್ರಹಾಲಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So these museums are in a different types of museums are there. Some museums are related to the animals, different animals. Some museums are related to the water animals. Some museums are related to the kings and kings ornaments, kings clothes. Okay, so they stored about the different kings, what are the things they used, they stored, and they are telling about that. And some museums are about our body. Okay, for example, if you visit the Manipal museum, in Manipal there is a museum is there, my dear. If you visited that place, it means then you are going to mesmerize, because of already you knew our body is one of the wonderful creation. In a body there are so many internal organs are there. So about our internal organs in the brain, how many nerves are there, which is the main nerve system, how it is working, what are the small nerves are there, how many small nerves are there, which are the big nerves, what is the main nerve system, about that everything, what are the small organs are there in our body, about that we are seeing in the museums. Once you can visit the different museums, then you are understanding that. Next we will move on to the monuments. Monuments is nothing but buildings. For example, you can take Kamal Mahal in Hampi, Onte Salu, Kudre Salu, Rani Snana Gruha, okay, and Agra. In Agra there is Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Bulanda Darwaz. So many different beautiful monuments are there in our India, even our Karnataka also. Okay, so if you just observe that monuments, it means those also built by the stone. Okay, those also built by the stone. Even you can take you can take your Hampi here. Okay, so if you visit the Hampi, it means then we are going to understand, we are going to mesmerize, we are going to wonder about their structure, about the structure of the building or a monument. What are the technology they use? We don't know. We can't find out that. Okay, just they use the stones and they build the beautiful, attractive monuments or buildings. Okay, Kamal Mahal you can take, and in Hampi there is one temple is there, my dear. So in the temple, just we go and touch the pillar or a skamba. The pillar will play the Saregamapa tunes, or it is playing. So that we go and touch, or as we go and visit, means then only we are going to mesmerize. But now it is not playing like playing that, because of the peoples are already they use and they play and it is destroyed. Okay, so what are the monuments, what are the temples are present? All those built by the only stones. Okay, the ancestors or as our ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಜರು, they didn't use the cement, they didn't use the bricks, they didn't use the iron rod or a steel rod, they didn't use the sand and mud. Just they use the stone and they built very attractively, beautifully. What are the monuments are there in Hampi or as in other place? All the monuments on the walls we are seeing the different types of designs. The designs also tells about the stories of Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana and other stories. Okay, so very beautifully they built the walls by using the different designs, my dear. You can observe that. Okay, so here there is a elephant design is there. So there are Vaisalas, about the Vaisala story is there. Okay, like that different designs we are seeing that. If you want to see the beautiful walls in the temples or as in the monuments, it means once you can visit the Beluru Channakeshava Devalaya. Okay, Beluru Channakeshava Devalaya. If you visit means then you are going to mesmerizing. Very beautifully they built the walls and temples and monuments. Okay, next we move on to the forts. Forts, it means kotegalu. Okay, so fort in the sense kotegalu. Which is our capital city of India, my dear? Yes, you are right. Delhi is the capital city of our India, right? So in the Delhi there is our fort is there. That fort name is, do you have any guess? Don't you have? Okay, don't worry. So in Delhi there is a Red Fort is there. Okay, on the Red Fort we are hosting the flag. Okay, every year on Republic Day and on Independence Day we hosting the flag. Okay, so Red Fort. In our Karnataka, there, in the Bidar, there is a forts are there, my dear. In different places also is there, but some other foreign country sultanas come and they destroyed that. That you are going to learn in the higher classes. Okay, so forts, it means that is kotegalu. In Bidar also is there that kote, you can go and observe. If it possible means you can go and visit that. Okay, and you can observe this picture. Which picture is this? Yes, you are right. This is Taj Mahal, right? Where it is located? Yes, super. It is located in the Agra, near to the Delhi, isn't it? So this is a beautiful monument in India, and this is the one of the historical place in India. This Taj Mahal is built by the Shah Jahan for his wife Mumtaz. He built the Taj Mahal. This is a very beautiful monument in India. It is attracting the so many peoples, not only Indians, even world peoples, other country or as all over the world people. It is attracting because of its beauty. Okay, okay. So next, have you seen this temple, my dear? Do you know which temple it is? Don't you know? So if you observe this temple, it means this temple is covered by the gold. Which temple this is? It is covered gold. This temple is covered by the gold. Which temple it is? Is there in our neighborhood? No, it is not in our neighborhood, my dear. So this is a golden temple in Amritsar. Okay, Amritsar is in the Punjab state. Understand? This is the golden temple. It is located in the Amritsar. Amritsar is in Punjab state. So when we heard the Punjab state, then we are going to imagination of the sick people, isn't it? Okay, so next we will move on to the botanical garden. What is botanical garden? Botanical garden in the sense where plants are grown for scientific study and display to public. Okay, so garden in the sense there are many more plants are there in the plant, different types of plants we are seeing, different of flowers we are seeing in the garden. Okay, but botanical garden in the sense in this garden many more plants are grown for a scientific study. Okay, for the study purpose here their plants are growing, my dear. Okay, so is there in our state? Yes, in our state also there is a botanical garden is there. That is Lalbagh is a one of the botanical garden in our state. Okay, ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕವಾಗಿ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್, what are the plants are there in our neighborhood or as in our surroundings or as in the garden? All those plants have the medicine content. For example, neem plant, tulsi plant you can take. Okay, so tulsi plant and neem plant, these two are the very rich medicine content in the plants, my dear. Okay, so now I am giving one homework to you. Which is the very famous botanical garden in our country? That you can find out and you can send the answer to me. Okay, next we will move to the zoo. Have you visited the zoo, my dear? What we are seeing in the zoo? Yes, you are right. Zoo in the sense when we heard the word zoo, then suddenly our mind is going to imagination, right? So what images are coming in your mind? Yes, right. There are many different animals, birds are there in the zoo. Okay, so those are wild animals. For example, you can visit the Mysore Zoo, then you are going to understand. There is a lion we are seeing in the zoo. We are seeing the lion, giraffe, zebra, leopard, isn't it? Cheetah, puma also we are seeing, ostrich also we are seeing, turkey kodi also we are seeing, different type of parrots we are seeing, different type of pigeons, dove also we are seeing, elephant also we are seeing there, tiger also seeing we are, isn't it? Many more animals are there in the zoo. Okay, so zoo in the sense there we are going to see the wild animals. Okay, when you are visiting the zoo, and that time be very careful, because of if you make fun with any animals means that is very dangerous for you. Okay, they make any danger for you, so that's why be very careful, my dear. Understand? So my dear, this is a brief information about the historical place. So my dear students, about the history and historical place learn afterwards, you all are thinking how to save this place, how to save or else how to protect the historical places, because of all those historical places are built by the many years ago by our ancestors, right? We have to hand over the next generation, so that is not our property. Okay, we have to hand over to our next generations, because of these historical places are tells about our culture, tells about our architecture. Okay, so that's why how to protect these historical places, it means, my dear, prevent ourselves and others from scribbling on the walls. See, if you visit the other historical places or any historical places, it means on the walls we are seeing our younger generation peoples are scribbling, or else they are they writing their names on the walls, like that we are seeing in the different places, right? We have to avoid that. Okay, then only we will protect us. Okay, then only we will protect those. Understand? We don't scribbling on the walls. Scribbling ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೀಚೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಕೆತ್ತೋದು, ಆ ತರದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ we are seeing in that, right? So we have to avoid that. The next point is participating in the regular cleanliness. Okay, so in the surrounding of the historical place, okay, around the historical place we have to maintain the cleanliness, because of these historical places are representing our country. Okay, historical places are representing our country, our culture, and our art and architecture. So that's why these historical places we have to maintain very cleanly. They are attracting all over the world people, not only Indians, not only Kannadigas. They are attracting who are the peoples are there in our world, all those also they are attracting by their art and architecture. Okay, so that's why we have to maintain clean around the historical place, my dear. The next one is we have to spreading awareness around about the historical place. Because of they are attracting the peoples, they are representing our country, our culture, everything they are representing. Everything those are representing. So that's why we have to spread awareness about the historical places. Okay, so how they built it, who built it, that who are the peoples are put their effort to build that walls and to build that monuments. About that we have to spread the awareness. Okay, if we follow these three rules or these 3 points, it means then only we will protect our historical places and we can able to hand over the next generation. Okay, so you also follow these rules and you have to tell to your younger brothers or else your uh, younger people, your parents, everything. Okay, you have to give or else you have to spread the awareness about the historical place, my dear. Okay, so that is the effort of our ancestors or purvajas. Okay, so that's why you have to spread awareness about the historical places, my dear. I hope you understand the topic what we discussed in today's class. In the next class, we are going to do the textbook activity. Until you can keep reading and make a audio record of the reading the lesson and keep practice interesting words and all the definition and all the discussion point, my dear. Okay, so have a nice day. Bye bye.